Hello, everyone. So now we're going to move into a bit more of an experiential part of the evening. And I am going to spend just a little bit of time explaining what we're going to do. And I encourage you, while you're listening to me, to find a comfortable place to sit if you need to move around to make that happen. Ideally, we'll all be sitting with our spines straight, but if it's more comfortable for you to lie down to do a little practice, that's fine as well. So go ahead and make your way to a place where you want to drop into a state of relaxation. And I'll just give you a little bit of like a background on what we're going to do tonight. So the work that I'm going to share is part of a holistic framework called Seven Senses. And I'm very interested in transformation and actually taking a very holistic approach to transformation. So what that means for me is that we work with the body, we work with the emotions, we work with the mind, and we work with the spirit in order to create a holistic experience. And really, until our psychological process is in the body, until it's embodied, transformation can't really take place. And so the work that I do is all about that. It's all about having experiences where we touch all four quadrants of self and get them all pointed in the same direction so we can create really unstoppable change. And so we don't have a ton of time tonight, so I'm just going to sort of give you a little taste. And the way that I work with the body holistically, or not just the body, but the entire self, is through the themes of the seven chakras. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take a little journey from the root, the first energy center, up to the heart, the center of compassion. And as we all know, compassion is something that we could really use a lot of right now. So hopefully as we practice together, we'll also be making a nice contribution to the collective field. Okay, so here we go. So I invite you all to find your space, get comfortable if you're not already, and just let the eyes close. Just take a brief scan through the body and notice if you need to move anything or adjust anything to be comfortable for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And if you're not sure, just try shrugging your shoulders up to your ears and giving them a little shake, and just moving the spine around a little bit. And then just begin to turn your attention to the breath. So letting the body be still now. There's no more movement in the body. But finding some movement through the breath, taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, holding the breath at the top, and then taking an exhale through the nose and letting it all go. We'll take a few more of those together, inhaling in through the nose, and on the inhale, calling all of your own energy back from anywhere it may have been scattered today, holding the breath at the top, letting yourself fill with your own energy, your own essence, retaining the breath, and then on the exhale, letting go of any distractions, any thoughts, anything you don't need right now. Again, inhaling in through the nose, calling back all of your own essence, holding the breath at the top, feeling all that energy fill your body, fill the area around your body. And then exhale, letting go of any distractions, anything you don't need right now. And then just let the breath move on autopilot, just in and out of the nose, letting it be easy and natural. And just begin by bringing your attention and your awareness to your feet. On your next inhale, engage all of the muscles of your feet, holding them tight for 3, 2, 1. And on your exhale, completely relax all of the muscles of your feet, letting the tension drain away. Next, bring your attention up to your thighs and your hamstrings. On your inhale, tighten up and engage all of those muscles of the upper legs, the thighs, clenching them for 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, just relax, release all of those muscles, and feel the tension drain down your legs. On your next inhale, bringing your attention up to the area around your pelvis, the muscles of the pelvic floor, the abdomen, the anus, all at once. On your inhale, engaging all of these muscles, really tightening up that core of your being for 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, just relax all of these muscles, letting the tension drain away, and just noticing the difference between that sensation of tension and the sensation of relaxation. Next, bring your attention to your arms, and on your inhale, make some fists, tighten up your arms, pull them into your body, and engage all of those muscles of your arms for 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, just release all of the muscles of your arms and let the tension drain down your arms. Bring the attention up into the shoulders, and on your inhale, shrug those shoulders all the way up to your ears, engaging them, tightening up all of the muscles of the neck and the shoulders for 3, 2, 1. And on your exhale, just let it go. Release the shoulders and let all the tension drain down your arms, down your torso, your pelvis, your thighs, your legs, your feet. Next, bringing your attention to the muscles of your face. On your inhale, clench up all of the muscles of your face, clenching your eyes shut, tightening your jaw for 3, 2, 1. And on your exhale, just relax and release all of the muscles of your face. Feeling that deep wave of relaxation just spread through your entire body, and let it ripple to the area around you. As you actively relax your muscles, you send a signal to your brain that you're safe. You're safe, you're protected, you're secure. And as you drop into this sense of safety, turning on the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and digest, or feed and breed, we begin to access the energy of the root chakra. Bring your attention to the base of your spine, really feeling the part of your body that contacts the surface beneath you. The eyes are still closed, and I invite you to visualize the image of a trunk of a tree. Visualize that trunk extending down from the base of your spine as an extension of your spine, and then visualize the roots of the trunk extending deep and wide below you to the side. Watch those roots as they pierce the ground beneath you, and follow them with your imagination deep into the center of the earth. The more you focus your attention and your intention on these roots, the stronger this foundation in the root chakra becomes. The sense of safety, the journey from fear to trust, the knowing that it is safe to be yourself in the world. And as you send those roots deeper and wider, pull your belly in just slightly and allow your spine to lengthen, getting taller. Notice if your neck is long. Maybe take a gentle nod with your chin, checking to make sure your chin is parallel with the ground. Feeling both grounded and lifted at the same time. Next, I invite you to bring your attention to the muscles of the pelvic floor. And I invite you to begin gently contracting and releasing the muscles of the pelvic floor, tightening, releasing, just gently, tightening, releasing, and beginning to feel the sensation as it extends up into your pelvis. Maybe you even feel the extension of these contractions in your lower abdomen. Keeping the eyes closed and focusing all your attention on this gentle movement, slight contraction and release of the muscles of your pelvic floor. And now I invite you to work just a little bit harder, contracting a little bit harder, and let the contraction really bring your attention to the area around your pelvis. And then on your next contraction, I will invite you to contract harder than all the rest and hold the muscles in. Inhale the breath, hold the breath at the top of the inhale, and send all of your attention, your gaze, down into the area around your pelvis. And be still here, connecting in with the energy of the sacral chakra. You're using these gentle pulsations to generate life force and pull it up into the pelvic region. When you need to, exhale the breath and release the muscles. And we'll do another round here. So begin with the pulsations, contracting, release, only the muscles of the pelvic floor, noticing if you can isolate them. And then on your next contraction, make it the strongest, hardest contraction yet, and hold the contraction as you inhale the breath, retaining the breath, and sending all of your attention to the area around your pelvis. Noticing if this feels uncomfortable, and allowing yourself to just sit with the discomfort of generating force, generating prana, and holding it in this lower center. Hold just another few seconds. And then exhale the breath, release the muscles. Relax the muscles. Let the breath return to natural. Remembering the roots of the tree, keeping you safe, keeping you grounded as you move into the discomfort of the sacral. As we move into the energy of the sacral chakra, there's a desire to wiggle out of discomfort. This is all about moving toward pleasure and away from pain. And our work here is to find stillness in the discomfort. So again, now we'll begin with that pumping sensation. And this time I invite you to engage the muscles of the anus, the muscles of the pelvic floor, and maybe even the muscles of the lower abdomen, and really pump. The eyes are still closed, pumping those muscles hard, pumping longer than you want to, pumping even though it's uncomfortable. And you're pumping hard enough this time to send the energy up into the solar plexus, the area just behind the belly. So keep pumping, and in a moment I'll guide you to contract all of those muscles as hard as possible. Inhale the breath and pull the energy up into the belly. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contract all of the muscles of the lower triangle. Inhale the breath. Hold the breath at the top, but relax the shoulders. And bring all of your attention to the area around the belly. Visualize a fire in the belly. And as you hold your attention there, start to notice if you can feel the temperature around the belly rising. You're creating heat with the muscles of the pelvic floor and the anus and the lower abdomen. You're lighting the fire, and let those flames rise up into the belly. Exhale the breath when you need to, and release all the energy, all the breath, the muscles. And we'll go again, pumping all of the muscles of that lower triangle. For 20 seconds here, really work them. Work hard. Notice the discomfort and keep going. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Contract all of those muscles. Inhale the breath. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale, but send your gaze and all of your attention to the area around the belly. Feel the fire. Feel the flames. Use your imagination to visualize that fire. Keep your attention on the fire, but exhale the breath with control. Release the muscles. And place one hand on the belly and just feel that fire of transformation in the solar plexus. And I invite you to consider all of the things that you judge yourself harshly for, your vulnerabilities, your perfectionist tendencies, all of the things that hold you back from your unlimited potential, those that you're aware of. Maybe just choose 3. And once you have those thought forms, just place them in the fire and watch them melt away. Let them turn into ashes and flames. And follow that fire up into the heart. Move your hand, the other hand, up to your heart. So now we have one hand on the belly, the solar plexus, one hand on the heart. This distance between your hands, this is the distance of the soul's journey from the solar plexus, the love of power, to the heart, the power of love. And I invite you to start deepening the breath and feeling the breath fill the chest, fill the belly. And let the cool breeze of your breath begin to put out the fire as you move into the space of the heart. Your heart has the great ability to take in all of the suffering of the world and exhale compassion, exhale bliss, and exhale joy. So first, I invite you to consider any of your own suffering, whatever you're currently struggling with right now. Visualize it, feel it, think it, and on your inhale, let it come in through your heart and feel your suffering as it fills the area around your heart. It's as if you can feel it under your palm. Hold the breath at the top as you sit in this discomfort of suffering, and breathe out all of your joy, all of your bliss, all of your ecstasy. Breathe out what you're grateful for. Return that to the collective field. Next, I invite you to consider those that are close to you, maybe family, friends, colleagues, people you know who have lost their jobs or their health in recent times. Inhale in all of their suffering. Hold the breath at the top and just let the suffering and the pain fill your heart. Let your heart hold it, knowing that your heart is that big. As you take in the suffering of others, visualize the field around your heart extending wider, in front and behind you. And on your exhale, send out all of your joy, your love, your gratitude, your compassion. And next, I want you to imagine the suffering of all beings in the world, from our human brothers and sisters, to animals, to the earth, to the cosmos, all consciousness. And let this inhale be the biggest inhale yet, and inhale in all of the suffering of all beings everywhere. And let that field around you extend farther and farther in every direction. Hold the breath at the top and let your heart take it in. Let your heart transmute the suffering. As you exhale out your deepest breath yet, sending all of your love, your joy, your bliss, your ecstasy, sending it all out of your heart. Keeping the eyes closed and just visualizing a celestial body, maybe a star or a planet, and visualize the light from that celestial body coming in through the crown of your head, piercing your head and moving down into your heart. Let this cosmic energy just fill your heart completely, connecting in with your spiritual nature. And remember those roots grounding you into the earth, and pull up that deep earth animalistic nature planting you into the ground. And just feel those roots as they tug, keeping you grounded with a solid foundation on the earth. And feel that energy as it runs up through the soles of your feet, up your lower legs, turning a corner at your knees, coming up your thighs and pelvis, and abdomen and chest. And let that earth energy meet that cosmic energy in your heart. And just visualize those two essences swirling together, creating a spin that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, surrounding you and protecting you. This is where your ecstasy and your bliss meet your suffering and your shadow. May we all live from here. Together, let's inhale one more time, deep in through the nose, holding in all that suffering of all beings everywhere and just letting it infuse into this spiral energy in the heart. And exhaling out your human essence, your care, your compassion. Dropping the hands and keeping the eyes closed for a few more moments. And just noticing how you feel. Noticing where your energy is. And then whenever you are ready, opening your eyes and coming back to this community, this live stream, these faces. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a beautiful evening. Good night.